Hey, all you crafty people. All right. So, next I'm going to do these two little wonderful pieces. And we're just going to have a play. So, first thing I'm going to do is I want to see how much room this is going to take up. And I'm going to spray some water all the way around in that area. Oop. Not emptied yet. Good. And then I'm going to lay this down on the water. And I'm just trying to make sure that I'm dealing with a somewhat straight napkin. Not too wrinkledy. Okay, so there, my napkin is pretty much wet. I'm getting low on water here, so that's good. Now I'm going to take my Mod Podge. And first I want to try it. I do have a dampened sponge brush here. And this is actually Collage Podge. And I think that would probably take me forever to do. So, I'm going to put this over here. And we're going to put on one side of it some of this Collage Podge. And like I said, my sponge brush here is... Now they do say to work a small piece at a time with this Collage Podge, but, you know, can't really do that. So let's get some more. Get it completely covered. Now, at first I was thinking that I wanted to be able to write on one side of this, but then I was like, well, you know, it's not really going to be necessary to do that. Not really going to be necessary. So, now granted there's water on there, but that to me helps me kind of move the paper around a little bit better. Now people like it different. Some people, they don't want any, and there are ways of doing this where you won't get any of the crinkled things, but I think some people like the crinkled things. Some people like that. So I'm going to go around the edge. Getting it on my... I put a little bit on my drawers right here. Get all that to lay down a little nicer. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and put this other one down. And I don't know, this might just totally be horrible, but then you guys just won't see it. I will do something different. No, you know, I have told myself, just get in there and do it. If you don't like it, then do it again, but get in there and do it. We are expanding our horizons and trying to, you know, just use the stuff we've got. For heaven's sakes, it is, although this stuff I just got for my birthday. Thank you, Laurel. I had some of the glossy, and I tell you, I like this way better than Mod Podge. Really, really, really do. But I was really happy to get the matte. I enjoy matte finishes on most things. Occasionally, I have something that I have a need or a want for the glossy. But for the most part, yeah, I am just gonna go ahead and do everything. It's gonna give it a little thicker, you know, it's gonna make it a little bit more what do you call it? There we go. Strength. There we go. That's what I call it. A little bit more strength. Okay. Let's get, and the only problem with the way that I did this is that I didn't put anything underneath so that I could pick it up easily. So now I have to stop crafting until it's dry. So obviously, you know what that means. We're going to be getting the heat tool out and helping it along a little bit. All right, guys. So there's that part. And put the lid back on this. I shall return and show you what this is like. I will be flipping it over and putting a coat on the top side. I don't know that you need to have me show you that. Just flip it over once this side is dry and put another coat and let it dry. Then I'll come back. Okay? Love you guys. Bye. Well, it has dried now, and so all I'm going to do, I suppose, it'd be easier if I cut it. Now, if you want to have it clean and simple, which is I do, I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to cut my triangle out. Okay? If you don't, then by all means, leave the bits and pieces of the napkin that's hanging off and enjoy. I just, for me, I want this to be a little cleaner and a little neater. So I'm just going to cut around. So I will be back when I do that and show you what I'm going to do with this thing. So we have almost like a folder with two pockets. I have not glued them down yet. So basically you take your triangle. Now if you have a 8.5 by 11 piece of paper or whatever, then by all means do the whole thing and you know, lay it in, because this cut it to where you need to, fold it up and put it in your book. You know, you don't have to do this. I just have 100 of these triangles of parchment paper. Now, the only thing about doing this particular, if you just did well, this is collage page. I don't guess I showed you. It's collage page. And I think you can get it at Michael's and or Joann's. This was the glossy. I used the matte. That one's Ben Franklin's. I don't know who's got a Ben Franklin's anymore. So all you do is, I fold it so I get pretty close to right at the tip of the point. Does not necessarily mean that these two are going to meet. It's just the way these particular triangles, they are for, put a tip on it and pastry, put your icing in it, squeeze it. So that's what these parchment papers are for. And like I said, I got them at a Goodwill for 99 cents. And I said, parchment paper, I'll take it. The only thing is, this parchment paper is writable parchment paper. But the fact that I put the decoupage on both sides, it's not going to be that way anymore. So that's okay. That's okay. But it's nice and you know, it's not ripping. It has a little bit of a crinkly kind of sound to it and everything. Yeah. So I think that right there, a lot of people are going to like. Now, you could leave them just like this, as long as that didn't go, you know, past your book. You could just cut them off. This is 8.5, so, you know, it'd go way past the book. And then I just kind of bring the points back in if you want it to get all the way into the center. I tend to like to keep things out of where the stitching and the other pages are going to be going. So I think now I'm going to get some Fabri-Tac. And I'm going to just glue this bottom part down. So this is still a tuck spot because there's only 2 sections. I mean, that's not glued, but it's folded and then glued. So it's still just a tuck spot. But that's a pretty good size tuck spot right there. That's 4 inches from here to here. So, you know, you can get a nice card in, get, you know, good tags, whatever in there. So plenty of room for a nice tag. And it looks nice this way. It's going to be a nice added pop of color. Okay. Just close that up. Now, I'm sure you guys, I'm sure we could sit and play all day and figure out lots of different things to do with this. So, pretty cool. I love it. I'm very happy with these. Very happy with these. Yeah, I mean, like you could fold one this way. This could be the part that goes into the book, and this is on the other side. So, like, this would be another page. So you'd sew right across there. And then you could have this side. See, it won't really work for me. I don't want a bird, you know, I don't know, sideways. But then you could glue up here, and then this could be the pocket, you know, just like that. So, and then this on the page that it is, it would be, you know, up like this. Well, you could make an upper tuck spot. You could make it where you could slide things in it this way if you did a tension pocket. I have a video on tension pockets if you don't know what I'm talking about. I will try and, let me make a note here, tension pockets, and I'll link that to this video. I think it's just a standalone. I don't know. If it's not, then I'm not going to have you, I mean, unless you want to watch a whole video just to see where the tension pocket part is. Okay, so I'm just going to do this the same way. I want the point up here to pretty much fold in half. And this one looks like it's almost like it is a squared up piece. Yeah, the other one was, oh no, it's a little off. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing. So I folded it in half, opened it up, and then fold this down this way. And again, I'm not taking it all the way to the center. You don't have to. If it makes you feel better, you do it. But it's just going to be in the way of your stitches and that kind of thing. Okay, and then this way. And you don't have to worry about them being equal because they're going to be on different pages. Unless you're setting it in the center, you still don't really have to worry. That's just the one thing with journals is if one's a half an inch bigger than the other one, nobody goes, oh, and probably 80% of the stuff that you put in a journal, people just assume it's supposed to be that way because it's a journal. It's artistic expression at its best, as far as I'm concerned. It's anything goes. There's no wrong way to do something, and I think that's one reason that journals are so popular. More than like a mini album, because a mini album you have some rules that you kind of stick with. Okay, so let's see. We have our two. Let's see. We've got this, and then we've got our peach, and we've got this, and then we've got our pink, and then we've got this, and we've got our little birds, and then this, and the blue, and then this. And this. So the back side, see when you flip the page, and that's just really pretty on there. Very pretty. Okay, so there's that one. And I think this has 2 pages here, and I think I'm going to put this right in here. So there we go. There's that, and there's that. And then we have our nice void there. See, and this is torn. I'm not worried about it. I may ink some pages. Just ink the edges of some pages. I might not. I just don't know. But I have my 2, and we're taking up about 1 inch. Okay, and then when it gets fluffy, I'm going to have probably about 1.5 inches. Okay, and I'm having a 2 1/4 inch spine. So, with this 1.5 inches, I have another 1 3/4 to use up. Of course, this can get a little a little fatter, and then I'm looking at a good 2 inches. And then I have a 1/4 of an inch. But anywhere in between a 1/2 inch and a 1/4 of an inch is what we need for the next part of this. So, so I've got the basic layout. There's not all of the decorating that goes on these. I will probably do that off camera, or this is going to be such a huge amount. If I do anything really super interesting that I don't know that I could just explain to you, I will definitely come back. But I think I will just do the decorating, the rest of the decorating on this myself. And then you'll see it in the walkthrough. So it'll be a nice surprise. Ooh, how pretty. You know what I mean. Okay, so now on this part, I have so many of these things. Not necessarily this size, but I have so many of these things. So I thought this would be a great way to get rid of some of these. Now these are the 3x5s, I believe it is. 3x4.5. What was it again? 3x4s. Okay, so you get 3x4s into these, and I have 5 of these. And they're supposed to be 10 in a pack, so I must have used some of these in something else. I think it's been a while. I know I did a few things that I didn't videotape with some of them, but okay, let's see how many of these I have. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I have 13 total, and I think I will use them all. So I'll just go ahead and... Now I'm going to keep this, and this, because it's a very lightweight, but it'll come in handy for something. Glue the two of them together, and boom, you're good to go. So I kind of, yeah, okay, these can get tossed. Okay, so these are definitely a little longer, and it's 7 inches, and my okay, where did I put it? Okay, so my book is 7 1/4 inches by 8 3/4. So this is 7 inches from this end to this end. So totally fine for what I'm going to do with these. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab one of the yeah, chipboard. Thank you. Yes, I heard somebody yelling at me. Sheila maybe, or Tanya. You guys are always yelling at me what the words are. Terry, sometimes you. I hear you all. I hear ya. Okay, so I'm going to flip it around this way so I can, woo, so I can see better. So I want this. This is not one of our covers, okay? But our cover is 8 3/4 by 7 1/4. I want this one to be 8 1/2 by 7. Okay, so that is what I'm looking for. We're going to do the 8 1/2 right here. Ugh, this elbow is killing me. Getting old really sucks. I'm sorry, that's a bad word, but it does. Okay, so this was 7. No, this was 8.5 that I did this way. And now I'm going to cut at 7. Okay. That sounds good. All right. So we have, I just want to double check that I did it okay, 8.5 by 7. Yes. All right. The next thing I want to do is take my sheets. Oh, well, yeah, there we go. And as you can see, they fit perfectly. 8.5 by 7 is the size of these. Okay, so this is going to go in the back and support all of these. Is that the way I wanted to do it? I don't know that I need one in the back. So it could be just kind of the front cover, and then it'll get opened up, and then I'll have all of these. Yeah, and then the back is just, when I flip the last page, that will be the back of the book. That's fine. Okay, so this is the front cover. And then, let's see, with this, I need, trying to think how I figured out I wanted to do this. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I need to make sure that I have all of these opening up on the proper sides. Let me make sure, you know, what is top. Yeah. Okay, top. Yeah, I just got them all miscombobulated. And then I drop them and okay. Yeah, top. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Yeah. Top. Top. All right. Top. Yeah, you just make sure you've got the tops facing up. All right, so do I want to mix up the 4x6s? So here is a 4x6, here is a 3x4. 4x6, 3x4. 4x6, 3x4. 4x6, 3x4, 4x6, 4x6. Okay, so let's do, okay, I have 2 and then 1, and I have 1 and 1, 1 and 1, 1 and 1. So I'm going to put there. Okay, I just kind of changed them up a little bit so they're not all the 3x6s together. First thing, I'm trying to think how exactly I want to do this. Okay, I think I am not going to put paper in every one of these. Not going to do it. We're just going to leave them where you can slide your photos in. But I did want to get a bit, you know, decorated. And I don't think I have, I don't know if any of these pieces that I have are large enough. No, they're not. They're all pretty small. That's the, well, that one would work. That one would work. Let's see. I don't know. I know that the first one I had will work. I think these two are too small. Yeah, those are too small. So that is, you know, I always check my junk drawer first. And but I did a project not too long ago where I pulled out a lot of the cardstock I still had laying around. I mean, copy paper I still had laying around. So let's just do, let's go ahead and slide this in. Yeah, that fits very nicely. And I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to put where I'm going to cut it. Somebody asked me about cutters, you know, the small cutters. This is a Fiskars, and I got it Michael's or Joann's with a coupon. It's the guillotine cutter, and I love it. It cuts very well as long as you hold this down. You really do. It really does make a difference. You've got to hold this down when you're cutting. Yeah, I hope they figure out, and I'm sorry I can't remember your name. I spend hours on, and I know I don't do as much as a lot of people because I'm still getting in trouble occasionally but you're not sharing the love in our group and in our Facebook group or whatever. So, I do try to, you know, do the social media and I love getting the comments, but then it takes time to, I'm going to make this a little bit shorter. It takes time to answer them all. So sometimes if you wait in a day or two, I promise I am trying to get to you. But I do get, because, you know, I always mention comments, I do get a lot, but I love it. I mean, that's how I get to know you guys. I mean, you guys know all about me, pretty much. I mean, oh, shoot. There might be a few things that I don't tell you, but, yeah, you know, it's nice to get to know you guys and to see what you're working on. That's one thing I really love about having my Facebook group, because people will just say, hey, look what I'm working on, you know, or I just finished this today. And I love that because then I get to see what all of my buddies are doing instead of, you know, just seeing what I do. Well, I already know what I do. And I don't think I've watched, and that, so I'm sorry to all you people, but I don't think I've watched a YouTube video in months. You know, yeah, it's sad but true. Okay, so I want to put a little bit of decoration on these two so that the first page will have some decoration on it. So these two I am going to decorate with, you know, whatever I have. I could put some of this down on one. It's very delicate. I don't have to cover the whole card with it. I can just, so I'm just gonna rip some off. And you can't really rip it this way. So I'm gonna kind of scrape my scissors along it so that I get something that doesn't look cut. Okay, so that's a pretty start. And then maybe I can start this one kind of like that. We'll see. I did pull, I just pulled out some bits and pieces of stuff. Now this is where I could use this ribbon. My girlfriend got me for my birthday a deco paper. I'm not, I don't know where she got it from. But there's all kinds of stuff in here. I don't know if there's any bird-like substances, but there's, okay, that's cute. I can't really see what color it is. Oh, there. Well, I don't really need red. Don't really need red. And I'm not seeing a bunch of birds. So let me just see what I do have in here. It seems to be nature oriented, which is very, very good for me. It seems lately that's what I've been doing. Story origin. It's kind of purpley though. Not really feeling it. Not feeling the purpley stuff. So there's something that leaves a little space to write on. That's nice. That's very nice. Very, very nice. Not really mixing with the butterflies. I'm trying to keep it all birds because it is called a bird watcher. The bird watcher. So not really wanting to do anything with butterflies. But I am not seeing... Oh, what's this? Oh, this is cool. Okay. So a little bit of greenery here and then one of those. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Oh, lots of fun things in this. Lots of fun things. Again, I don't know where she got it from. I have no clue. But I have to show you guys. I'm not going to be using them right now, but look at all of these butterflies she made me. And they have metal wire in let me let you see them. This is my girlfriend Laurel in Washington that I go and visit once a year, except last year because of COVID. So she made all these for me, but look, there's wire in there so I can reshape however I want to. She said that the toughest part was trying to keep the wire in where, when she was trying to glue them together. But aren't those gorgeous? And so, I can mess around with them and make them all kinds of fun shapes and, landing, curling up, whatever. So, yeah, I was tickled pink with those. She's such a dear. I just love her much. Love you, Laurel. Okay. Alrighty. She's so talented. I try and get her to... Oh, I'm going to try. I'm going to try and do a little something with her on my phone for a little while. Where we, where I can introduce her to you all. Because no, I don't have time for all that. Which she doesn't. She loves crafting and she does a lot of crafting, but that's not all she does. She has so many other things. She's a fantastic cook. Anyway, I'm sorry. I digress. Yeah, so this is a good start. We could pull in a few little something or others. Let me find the little stuff here. Let's see what we got here. Little stuff. Okay, we got a little bird. We got a little key. Let's see what the little bird looks like. Okay, so he's... Yeah. Yeah, and then I can ink it so that it's a different color. Huh, I don't know if I really want to put much more on there, so... And I'm sorry I'm using things that you guys probably don't have, but you get the idea, you know? You just play around, get some stuff out of your stash, and play around with it. Have some fun. Have some fun. I really like this one. This one is kind of sort of getting for me. Let's see. Birds of a feather. I don't know what else I have in here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm done with that one. Huh. No. Well, 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 well. Or it's in this. Okay, well, you get the idea. We're going to decorate those. But I still... I'm going to take... Get all this stuff back in here so I don't lose these littler pieces. Doop, 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 doop. Oops. Gonna drop one. I got it. Yay. Okay. Okay. Maybe if I have a little titch of some paper. I got a lot of this rose paper. But I don't really like it with the pink. And I do kind of want to have the pink there, I think. And I'm digging the green on the pink. And I love this because it's a place to write about the photo. Okay, that's kind of cool. Put this. If I butt those two together, it just about covers the whole thing. And I like that. Okay, so we're good there, or I could just, I think this one I'm going to ink up, and this one I'm just going to do with the papers. So we've got those two done, basically. Now, my question is, I am going to take this piece that we have cut, and this right here, if I cut a 1/2 inch, let's see, if I cut a 1/2 inch, I could put it to the end. So I am going to take off the 7-inch side. I'm going to take off a 1/2 inch. So this is a 1/2 inch right there. All right. This is the side that was cut, so I'm going to take it off of the side that was cut. Okay, so here's my 1/2 inch, and it's going to go right along this edge. Okay, right there. And then this will stay down. Yeah, so we have that. We're probably going to have to cut some off of this one, but I'm going to wait until we get a little further along. Where am I? 38. Okay, so guys, I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to go ahead and get these done, get these glued together and stuff. So when I come back, I'll show you those, and then we'll work on the rest of this, and then we're going to, then we're going to start making the spine and the covers. So, cool beans. And then the box. Love you all. I'll be back and show you what we're going to do with all of these. Bye.